Good morning. It's Johnny Sunshine. Listen to these dogs. Hear the pitter patter? Yeah, just making a fucking mess. Listen to them. It's like having fucking Sammy Davis Jr. in my fucking goddamn living room tap dancing all fucking night. Sammy. It's a good one. Bella, tap dance. Tap, 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 tap. So, guys, here's what I'm going to bitch about today. The cost of liability insurance and the fact that it's basically extortion here in the state of Florida. Liability insurance, when I started with this company, because I have to move around to get a better price, I've been with this company, Hiscox, cheap shit. I don't even know if it's, legit, but you get the paper that says you're in business and you have insurance. But I started out, it was $700 a year for a man of my calibration. Johnny the pea shooter. Not very big company at all, But it's $2,000 fucking dollars this year. It goes up about $500 a fucking year for no fucking apparent reason. And I say, well, can I cut my coverage in half? Thinking I'm going to get half the bill. They're like, okay, we can do that for you. We'll give you, 500,000, 1 million, because I carry 1 million, 2 million. They say it ends up being $100 less. So I'm like, so you're going to give me half the coverage and take $100 fucking dollars off? Well, yeah, that's, can you tell me why? Well, no. That's just, we raise the price, every year. And I'm like, so in 10 years, if I'm so lucky as to be in business still, I'll be paying, another fucking $5,000 more a year or something. Yeah, that's how it works. That's what happens when the government makes shit mandatory and they're in bed with insurance companies. So this video, it appears that YouTube doesn't like me talking about billionaires and large corporations, because every time I do that, I get this fucking monetization on my, basically they're like, we're not paying you for slandering us. Let's see what they call it. There's a term, and I can't think of it. It's like, hang on, guys. I just gotta. Scooby-Dooby-Dee. Jesus Christ, man. 10 stories. Trump did this, Trump did that, Trump did this. Yeah, he's a wrecking ball. Fucking A, man. None of it's gonna make our lives easier, but ad suitability. That's what they call it. Ad suitability. When I come after the big boys, when I say something negative about the shit that's happening in this country, which, building a wall is great, but I'm getting fucked by insurance companies, not fucking illegal immigrants. Yes, you are. You just don't realize it. You don't know what I know. Yeah, good for you. Anyway, so I got to cut these fuckers a check for $2,000 for insurance for the whole year, which, that's not a lot of money. It's a lot of depending on whether they're a legit company. I mean, you don't know any. You do this shit online. Who the fuck knows who they are, or where they're from, or if it's legit or not? But you do, you know. It's just a different world than it was earlier on in my career. I've been in business for a long time. Blood. Not good. Yeah, so that's it, man. I gotta cut a check for these pricks for the whole year. And I'm gonna do that because I'm gonna sulk about this for a couple of days, but then that's it. But if you do payments on it, you know, and it's funny, when you get a policy, they actually now, instead of, you know, you just make a payment for the insurance you're gonna have going forward. Now you gotta finance that. If you're gonna make payments, they're like, okay, we're gonna finance this loan here to you to buy this insurance. And it's just, you just get a feeling that you're being picked clean. Like all these companies are just picking us fucking clean, man. It's always, every time you think you're getting ahead, there's some fucking corporation there to clip you for a couple grand, which is just fucking too much. It's too much. And all of this money, all of it, every dime of it, comes from the American people, man. The little guy. Those big salaries those CEOs make, it comes from us, guys. That's why we're struggling. And you're gonna find out that the president has nothing to fucking do with that. See, today is a different day. All the problems in the world are fucking Donald Trump's. And why isn't he fixing them? Why isn't he going after these, bringing these people in and making them explain to us why fucking the cost of food is so high? Let's see what he does, guys. Let's see what he does. Now he's driving the bus. Now he's the motherfucker responsible. And it ain't a good answer to say Joe Biden fucked everything up. He is the guy who's going to make it better for us. So let's see. Anyways, Johnny hasn't worked basically all week. I mean, I worked Monday in my yard, but I just got to tell you, man, this cold fucking weather, man, is deep into my bones, and I ache. And Johnny does not like winter, like really cold. I've turned into quite the pussy. I must say, I've turned into a bloody pussy. Just not fun, man. It's fucking cold, overcast. I haven't seen the sun in 3 days. I'm fucking depressed. I don't want to go to work. I got a water heater to do. I got like 6, 7, 8 calls that I'm putting people off. I just don't want to go out in this fucking nasty shit. And it is fucking cold this morning. Let's see what the temperature is. What is the current temperature in Sarasota?
It's 44 degrees in Sarasota right now.
Wow. 44, guys. That's pretty cold for fucking Southwest Florida. What is the current temperature in Providence, Rhode Island, where I come from?
It's 12 degrees and cloudy in Providence.
12 fucking degrees. $12. It feels like 12 degrees. Well, thank fucking God. It doesn't feel like 10 below. Motherfucker, man. Oh. I realize that my antidote for the hot summers down here is to just don't work. Stay in the fucking house in the air conditioning. Hire Christian. Let him fucking work all summer in the goddamn heat. I've done it. Let's see what the date is today. Let me ask my brain. What's today's date?
It is Thursday, January 23rd, 2025.
Wow. You know what day that is? It's, I believe yesterday was my date, my sobriety date when I got sober, in 1992, man. So what's that add up to? A lot. Over 30 years of sobriety. I got sober. My sober date is my brother's birthday that got killed, man, in a car accident in 76. I swear to God, he came down and he's like, "You're done, buddy. This shit's over. It's gonna kill you, and I'm here to take you in, get you sober." And on that morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, on my brother's birthday in 1993, after spending my whole paycheck on drugs, I found myself knocking on the door of a place called First Step. It's a rehab facility. And I surrendered, man. I walked in. There was a little old Irish lady standing there. She wasn't afraid. She opened the door, and I said, "I'm a drug addict. I can't stop doing this shit, and I'm tired, man." And she told me, she said, "Come on in here. I'm going to ask you a few questions." And she said, "I'm going to give you a B12 shot in your arm, and I'm going to give you basically a bedroll, a blanket and a pillow." And I went into this room that was like a barracks, and it was the strangest thing. I mean, there were fucking crazy people, homeless people, guys just screaming out loud to Jesus, "Help me." And I was like, what the fuck happened to me? How can this be? She said, "You can go in there and you can sleep as long as you need to. But when you're done sleeping," she said, "you need to get up and you need to go to 3 meetings a day in this facility." And that's what I did, man. That's when I hit fucking bottom. Realizing that I'm one of these people, I'm fucked up, man. I got issues. And I stayed there for 7 days, man. And I never looked back. I got sober, man. I fucking didn't want to go back there. I was tired of leading a life like that, drinking and doing drugs, cocaine, crack cocaine to be, I started out doing a little sniffing here and there. And back in the 80s, crack cocaine came on the scene. And that's what I was doing, guys. It's tough to say, and most people wouldn't put it out on the fucking internet, but maybe I'm helping somebody somewhere. It's my story. I don't really give a fuck if you judge me, after being sober for 33 years. That's your fucking problem. So I went to meetings, sometimes twice a day, at least 1 meeting a day for a year straight. I got sober, and it was tough, man, because I grew up in a situation in Rhode Island where I don't think I ever had any fun without drinking. My family, there were parties all the time. We owned a fucking liquor store. Ever since I was just a little kid, there was always partying, people drinking and smoking, and I got caught up in it. And some people can go through that and not become a drug addict or an alcoholic, but I have that bug in me, and an addictive personality. And so I got sober, man. And here I sit, just a fucking keg of happiness. 33 years later, man. I mean, it's like euphoria. You know, not really. Life is tough, man. Life is tough. But I'm dealing with life on life's terms, Jackson. Yeehaw! Ah! I need to get a new chip, man. Today is another chip day. Here's my... Let's see what this one is. This might be my 30-year chip. Yep. Check it out, y'all. 30 years of sobriety. That shit means a lot, bro. My life changed immensely, immediately after getting sober. I wasn't carrying that weight around every day, trying to go to work on Monday knowing I'm flat ass fucking broke again, didn't pay bills so I could get high. Anybody who's in that situation, you know just what I'm talking about. There's probably a bunch of people out there who have no idea what I'm talking about and just scoff at me. And that's going to happen. My brother, he was one of them, I would say I had 26, 27 years of sobriety, and he still considered me just a fucking piece of shit drug addict. I mean, I flew to Rhode Island when he was on his deathbed. I got there midnight, and the first thing he said to me is, he pointed to the hoses, the drugs that were being pumped into his arm. He said, "Look at me, I'm a drug addict now too." In front of my whole family. And nobody said anything. And I was like, wow. That's just fucked up, man. Have a nice fucking night, my friend. Terrible. And he was gone the next day, but what a thing to say to somebody on your deathbed. Terrible. So let's see what the date is. It's the 23rd. I started reading my prayers again in the morning, guys, and it helps me. It really does make me think about things, positive things. And I'm going to read this real quick. Some of you guys probably don't want to, you probably check out at this point, but I'm just going to tell you, for January 23rd, it's all right to be human. When your mind wanders while you are praying, don't be surprised or upset. Simply return your attention to me. And yeah, I can wander. I bump from fucking subject to subject. And it gets worse as I drink more and more coffee. So just hang in there, guys. It's kind of a bumpy ride watching me and listening to me, but that's who I am, man. Yeah, it says, simply return your attention to me. Share a secret smile with me. And that goes over big with the public. Yeah. Knowing that I understand. Rejoice in my love for you, which has no limits or conditions. Whisper my name in loving contentment, assured that I will never leave or forsake you. Intersperse these peaceful interludes abundantly throughout your day. This practice will enable you to attain a quiet and gentle spirit, which is pleasing to me. Yeah, that's not how I would describe me. Quiet and gentle. Yeah. As you live in close contact with me, the light of my presence filters through you to bless others. And I believe that. I think I've been a blessing to some people, where, I mean, literally every day they call for service, and, you know, they threw their hands up. They can't fix it themselves. They need help. And you show up and you take care of it, man. So as you live in close contact with me, the light of your presence filters through you to bless others. Your weakness and woundedness are the openings through which the light of the knowledge of my glory shines forth. My strength and power show themselves most effective in your weakness. Very true. And I am wounded like so many others. That's the biggest problem in this country. We're all fucking walking wounded. But anyways, I'm going to think about that all day. And maybe I'll get back to work today. Maybe I won't. I'm leaning towards I won't. Just a combination of things. The guests that I have at my house, you know, they came to Florida. And it appears that all they're going to do is hang around in my house all day. Like, literally, they don't go anywhere. I mean, what the fuck? You can do that at your own fucking house. It is what it is. So, I got to get my amigos over here and get back to work. Things are shaping up financially. Got a little breathing room. Bella's having fun with Gussie. This is how she tells him she loves him. Gussie's like, talk to me, baby. She's a screamer. Fucking A. You better keep that bitch happy. That's all I'm telling you. So I called up my breeder yesterday. Not my breeder. That's where I bought my dogs. Tina at Ruskin House of Shepherds. And she's like, hey, how the fuck are you doing? I love her, man. She swears all the fucking time. We would be a match made in heaven. Honey, can I have some more fucking mashed potatoes? Get them your fucking self. I need a year's worth of fucking flea medication. She's got this all natural shit that she gives her dogs. She's got 100 fucking dogs if she's got one at that place, but it's spotless, clean. The dogs aren't full of... I bought a dog from a breeder one time, and when I brought it to the vet, you know, to get its first checkup, the day I bought it or the next day, they said, you didn't buy this dog, you fucking rescued it. I mean, it had fucking worms, it had, you know, you gotta be careful with these breeders, man. A lot of them get in over their fucking head, and they just can't, they don't realize how much it takes, and this woman runs a tight ship, and she fucking swears. She's a fucking character. If one of her dogs acts up, she bites the motherfucker on the neck. I was like, whoa, baby. You crazy as a motherfucker. She's like, you gotta let them know. You gotta speak to them on their fucking terms. I was like, okay. So I tried to bite Bella one time because she was being bad. And, she bit me right in the face. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, but this lady's a real fucking character. She started bitching at me. You're the guy who comes here and videotapes my place without my fucking knowledge. I was like, come on, honey. You were with me. And I never said a bad thing about you. I'm fucking blowing you up all over the internet with my fucking 500,000 subscribers. Come on. Johnny ain't breaking no fucking land speed records to 10,000 subscribers. I can tell you that. Let's see what I got here. 5,424. Wow. Pretty sad, really. Let's go to some hater mail. You guys love that shit, man. Alright, so I got 103 comments on Inauguration Day. So I did this thing. This guy, Josh Camille Henricks, he's the first fucking guy. The question I was doing these little segments about test your plumbing knowledge, and this one was about an minimum air gap. And he's the first one. He's the first one who got it right, man. The complete answer. The minimum air gap is 2 inches, guys. 2 inches. No matter what size pipe it is, a tub spout needs to be at least 2 inches higher. The bottom of that spout needs to be at least 2 inches higher than the fucking flood level rim of the tub. But he said it's got to be 2 times the effective area of the pipe, minimum of 1 inch. That's what the code says, that minimum of 1 inch pipe. If you have a 3/8 pipe, it's not 2 times 3/8, you know? He was correct. Somebody finally got that fucking question right, man. A lot of you said 2 times they are, 2 times. Nobody said 2 inches. The minimum air gap is 2 inches, guys. 2 times a 1 inch pipe. I gotta get over to this other channel. I know these videos are tough lately. Let's see here. I got one guy, whoever the fuck is that YouTube and monitors. I don't pick my thumbnails, guys. You know, the picture that comes up on my videos, it's done by YouTube. I mean, I could take a picture of what I want it to be and post that as my thumbnail, but I leave it up to YouTube. And there's somebody there with a fucking real sense of humor, because some of the shit is just fucking hilarious. Like the picture on my thing about it's fucking Inauguration Day, he picks up one and I'm like, whoever it is, thank you, man. You're fucking funny. So this guy said, Johnny, showing everyone how to perform personal hygiene. Thank you. I must have been cleaning my ears, blowing my fucking nose. For you newcomers out there, you see me, sometimes I have a booger hanging out of this fucking spark, my spark nostril. This is not natural. I understand. It almost looks like a horn, like the Vikings or something. It's from a nose job that I had. I just didn't have the money, so I went with the cheap guy, the cheap contractor. And look what he fucking did. I have fucking 38 mullet. I don't know what the fuck happened to this guy. He's reinvigorated. 38 mullets, just firing off comment after comment after comment. He must have just learned how to fucking spell or something. He got something different, because he's just firing them off. 38 mullet. Give your thumbs a fucking break, man. Give him a break. 38 mullet, if I ever have a party at my house, man, a Frogmore stew, for 20, 25 guys, maybe 50, you'd be invited, my friend. You're funny as shit. I enjoy your comments. And, yeah. Ba-da-da-da-da. Yeah, my fucking house is never clean with two shepherds. Stan. He said, Johnny, this too shall pass. Ha ha. Man, it's been 2 years. What the fuck? I need to go back to AA. Do it, man. Don't fucking kick that can down the road, Jackson. Oh, God, I got dog dust mites chewing on the inside of my fucking ears. How come you make goofy faces when you're cleaning your ears? I must have a whole fucking flock of dust mites chewing on whatever the fuck is growing in my ears. What happens to your mouth when you do this? It's like... God damn, I cracked myself up. Fuck, you guys have to live with me for a fucking hour a day. I live with me the other 23. Shit. Oh, 38 mullet. John, your eyes red as hell. Not good, bud. Damn Democrat. Demon-crat. He calls me a demon-crat, man. Come on. Songbird. John, it's time to downsize and enjoy your life. Yeah. So Cold King said, Johnny, go with T-Mobile for your cell phones and internet. You'll save money and fucking headaches. Yeah. Wow. John Denson. This guy, he's coming at me, man. He said, your political rants are funny, but would have more weight if you were intellectually honest. You ever heard of George Soros? Wow. George Soros. Yeah, I think he's like 106 years old. Have you had your head under a sink the past 4 years when we were played by the Dems and the media about how robust and at the top of his game Joe was? Your comedic timing is great, but don't be a Jimmy Kimmel. Be a Johnny Carson and point out all the hypocrisy and bullshit from both sides. Well, I don't even know how to respond to that guy. You know, the GOP is not the grand old party anymore, man. It's just not, guys. You guys, this huge fall from grace is unbelievable. Trump's not your guy. We'll see. Thank you for the compliment. So Willie David said, Johnny, did you see Joe cross himself when they announced Trump as the new president? Yeah, he was like, Jesus Christ, we need help, God damn it. Oh. What was the first thing he did when he became the president? He's just a clown. Seeing him throw them pens like fucking going deep. I mean, he was throwing them as far as he could out into the stands after, he's an entertainer. So this guy says, JJ says, Johnny, could your dog's dander be contributing to your eyes? Most likely. Yep. So this guy, William, He says, why does the back of my ears smell? You had mentioned yours, and now I'm totally annoyed. Guys, sometimes you have to rub behind, right down here, rub behind there, and smell it. If it smells like the crack of your ass, it's time to take a shower. And it does stink like butt crack. It's terrible. It could be just people who have shit for brains. I don't know. But this, rub right down here at the bottom, between your ear, and smell it. It smells like shit, man. It really does. The old saying, make sure you get behind your ears. That means something. That's fucking hilarious. William, it's time to take a shower, man. That's what that means. Or at least wash behind your ear. Wash that butt crack out. Maybe even do the other one at the same time, you know. Because if you know if your ears are stinking, your fucking ass is humming, baby. Woo, Jason. When you're walking and you got a trail of fucking flies buzzing around your fucking ass, it's time to take a goddamn shower, y'all. Sitting there trying to talk to your fucking goddamn customer and you got a bunch of flies buzzing around your fucking ass in your ear. Fuck. Is the Ukraine war over yet? I thought it was supposed... Yeah, I think it is. I mean, Trump said, I'll be in office for 15 minutes and that war will end. Wow. It's... I must have missed that one. So we have a bunch of Republican right-wing operatives setting fires all over California. Trying to burn the fucking liberal state down. Guess what Trump's going to do? He's going to say, here, insurance companies. Here's American taxpayer money to help you pay for all the damage, you know, that these people have been paying for fucking years. That's how it works, man. There's lots of drama going on with this new administration. It's funny. And I wake up in the morning and get this news feed, and I don't look at I don't read it because it's only it's bait, you know. You can only read like half of the headline. And it's just boom, 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 boom. Trump's head, Trump's head, Trump's head, Trump's head, Trump's head. Yep. He's doing something. Fucking Adderall prices are gonna go up because Donnie's bagging agging. Did you see that? Did anybody watch the prayer service they had at the National Cathedral, which is customary for new presidents? Did you ever see such a motley crew as the Trump family? A bunch of despots. His wife, who is obviously not interested in him in the least bit. She probably has a fucking boyfriend, you know. Donnie probably has a girlfriend. And what about that kid, man, that they had? There's something wrong with old fucking... What's his name? Klaus or Buford or some crazy ass fucking name. I'd just call him Lurch. Hey, Lurch, get over here. And then that was just the first fucking row. Oh! You go into the back row, behind him you got fucking his oldest son snorting cocaine in a fucking church. His other kid, the son, he's looking at this preacher Buddy, that's her name, who called Trump out, he's looking at her and he's thinking, wow, it sounds reasonable. You know, that's why he's trashed in that family, because he actually may have a heart, man. And then you look at his daughters, you know, I don't know who that one was, which wife he was married. You know, I don't know how many wives he's had, man. And how many children. Him and fucking, what the fuck's his name? Elon. Between the two of them, they have like 16 kids with fucking 19 different women. Yeah, they're the family values fucking party. Yeah. Heil Hitler. Anyways, I don't want to go out there. 44 degrees. I don't want to go out there. I finally got my fucking plywood taken off. My skylights. The fucking guy, I said, hey man, you need to go up here and take the shit off my skylights, and you need to put these screws in. They're screws with a gasket, like roofing screws. I said, I mean, when you pull them out, you need to fill every hole from the drywall screws. You need to put one of these screws in. And he did it, and he came down, he says, hey, I need some window cleaner and some paper towels. Because while I'm up there, I'm going to clean these windows, you know? And he did. He went up there and he washed them. It looks fucking beautiful from inside my house, looking out of the skylights. Then he went back up there. All I wanted him to do was take the fucking, diamond plate off, the protectors I put over the window, the skylights for the hurricane. And he blew all the fucking shit off the roof with the blower, cleaned the gutters out. You don't have to ask. These guys have skills and they're eager to work, and they have a lot of experience, man. These guys have been doing everything since they were fucking kids, man. And you don't have to babysit them like other fucking kids. Well, you told me to, take the fucking shit off the skylight, so I did it. What the fuck, man? Well, you got a problem with that? And after I did that, I needed to smoke, 12 cigarettes. Time for a fucking break. I look at these guys that I've had here. I could build a serious construction company doing bathroom remodels. You say, all right, we need all these walls down. You come back in fucking hour later, the walls are down, the fucking shit's cleaned up, and you're ready to roll, man. For me, and I paid them well, man. I pay them all well. I pay them what they're worth. I don't take advantage of them, man. And I don't know what their legal status is. I'm just assuming that they might be illegals. But who knows? So I talked to the one guy. I said, hey, man, where you been? He said, oh, I had to go back to Houston. And he said I had to put a new engine in my truck. And I was like, you put the engine in this thing? He's like, oh, yeah, man. He said I went home and I took the old one out, put the new one in, and drove back to Florida, man. These guys work, man. I said, where are the dogs, man? Where are the puppies? He said I had to leave them there. And I was like, wow, that's great, because those things were a problem, As they get bigger, it was going to be an issue between them and my dogs. So, anyways, I just think they're great people. Get to know one or two of them. They're not, like Reverend Buddy said, they're hard. The vast, vast, vast majority of these people are just hard-working people trying to fucking find a better life. And for some, that just doesn't cut it. They say, yeah, but they're here illegally. We need them. I can tell you that it wasn't a bunch of fucking rednecks driving around in them big-ass fucking trucks making all kinds of noise, puffing black smoke all over the fucking neighborhood. knocking on my door and saying, do you need help? It was fucking immigrants. And they cleaned up Florida. We need to give them a fucking thank you for the work that they did. They run to, I'll bet you right now where those fires happened out there, I'll bet you there's a million fucking immigrants with their cars pointed right at that place to go help rebuild it. They're not going there to fucking pillage it and steal and rape and all the things that Donald Trump says they're gonna do. They're going to work, man, and they have skills. I would take them over these young American kids any fucking day. These 20, 18, 19, 20-year-old Mexicans or immigrants, these kids can build a fucking house. Hey, how are you, my friend? Not you again. I'm doing good. Hey, brother, it's outside on the back where the wire got yanked out. Yeah, let me tell you. Hang on. So, guys, this guy who showed up from Verizon, he is a fucking character. He's a fucking he's a logger from Canada. And them goddamn immigrants. But he don't take no shit, man. He's like, what in the fuck do we have going on here? That ain't right. And he's right. My cable line, it's marked at the end of the cable how long the cable is. And it says 400 feet. And he's like, well, that ain't right, because the one that was there before that on the end of the cable, it says 200 feet. So why did they run it across not only my property, but across my neighbor's property and just left it laying on the fucking ground? People have been driving over it for fucking 2 months. Can't be good for it. So he said, I don't know what they did here. He said, I'll check it out. I think that I showed the guy where the box was right on the edge of my property, which would have been a 200-foot wire instead of 400 feet. So I don't know what he's going to do. Run a new fucking wire again and disconnect the 400-footer that's out there? I just don't know. But they're here. They showed up on time. And he's a cool guy, man. He don't take no shit. He's a fucking character. Tough motherfucker, man. Big dude, too. He'll slap the shit out of you, is what I'm saying. Alright, guys, so that's going to do it for this one. I got to go. I got shit happening here. It's raining out there. It's cold and nasty. Ugh. Fucking A, man. Have a great day. It's Thursday. We'll get back to work next week. I do have a water heater to put in tomorrow. It's on the second floor of a condo. I have to move the dryer to get it in. Very, very tight. They didn't stub. When I was doing new construction, I stubbed my water pipes up at least 8 inches above the water heater. And these guys were shooting for, you know, coming out of the wall in street 90s. Into the heater, which isn't good because you have to solder them right onto the there's no doing that first, so they probably cooked a lot of dip tubes and, you know, just fucked up the heater putting it in brand new. So I'm gonna do what I have to do now. These heaters have these dielectric nipples in them, which makes it even tighter. It won't work. You got to go up and then come back down to the pipes when they're that tight. But we'll get her in, and I charged him accordingly, man. I got a nice package from one of my subscribers about pricing, and these prices are justified. At least charging them for that service. Now the amount is where I have an issue, but I see how it works. In this thing, it has the price for this service, and that would be if it was a standalone. That's why you called me. But then they have, you know how you always get these customers, hey, while you're here, I need you to look at this. And then they have a line item for add-on. Like you're already there, and they say, now I need you to fix this. I need you to fix this pop-up. I need you to change this valve out. And I will memorize this fucking book. And I'm gonna use that as an outline for my pricing and Piping Solutions. You're the man, brother. You're the man. I owe you too, man. So if you ever come to Florida, I mean Sarasota, I know you travel to jobs. If you ever come here, man, I'll put you up in this guest in my Airbnb for free, man. So you need to, you know, give me a call, and I'll make sure you got to get it in there early because my shit fills up real quick. And once they're in, I can't change that. Once, you know, I can't mess around with the schedule. But if you can give me enough lead time, I could definitely block a week or whatever it takes, whatever you're going to be over here. You could chill out over here. I'd like to get to know you, talk to you about plumbing, the plumbing business. He seems to be a younger guy than me, but very sharp, and he's a go-getter. So I'd like to talk to him. And I said I owe him because we bet on the fucking, we bet $1,000 and I lost and I didn't pay him. And he still talks to me, but, you know, I mean, that wasn't, we didn't really shake on it, is my excuse. Anyways, have a great day, guys.